my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys. It is going to be on this look right here. You know what, I recently picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. It's called the Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I don't know why it has two names. It looks like that, and inside of it looks like this. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. But you know what, this is a palette that I actually thought long and hard about. Not necessarily long and hard, I just was very hesitant about picking it up because I realized that as much as these eyeshadows come together and they look so pretty in the palette, and you know, they're small and you think you're gonna get so much use out of them, and then you buy them and you use them a couple times and you don't pick them up again. And I realized that I buy a lot of palettes and I need to put them to more use. So what I'm gonna do, or actually what I figured out to do, is to depot these eyeshadows and pop them in a Z palette. That way I can use them more often. But that was my only reason for thinking twice about picking up this palette. But you know what, it is such a gorgeous palette. I mean, look at these beautiful warm shades over here. It has a nice black. This color is such a unique shade, at least for me. It is a golden silver shade, so I did use it on my lids today. And you know what, it has a couple pops of colors in the center here and some nice warm shades right there that you can use in fall, come winter as well. This shade though here, Pink Champagne, I don't know if you guys have ever seen me use this on my channel, but I know that I've used it at least twice already because I do have it in the single, and it is one of the most beautiful eyeshadows ever. It's such a beautiful eyeshadow. A lot of people I know purchased it because of Pink Champagne. It is a beautiful foily glittery type eyeshadow, and it's just a beautiful shade. But I didn't use it today because, as I said, I've used it at least twice already. But I am so looking forward to using that eyeshadow with these nice crease shade that so good. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Don't forget to thumbs up and leave your comments and let me know what you guys think about this look or this palette or any other requests for me. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to as well. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, so I've already done my primer, so I'm going to move straight into foundations. I'm mixing the Estee Lauder Double Wear with a bit of my MAC Waterproof Nourishing Pro Long Wear foundation. And the Estee Lauder is definitely a gorgeous foundation, but it tends to flash back a bit. So I did mix it in with a little bit of my MAC foundation because I know that one oxidizes. So the two together I felt will give me a nice color and finish, and that's exactly what I got. I'm gonna start off by highlighting as well. I usually do this sometimes after I've already done my eye makeup, but I'm going to just go into everything today because I'm not using that much glitter or black eyeshadows. So I'm gonna start off with my Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer, and I did mix it in with a little bit of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer just so that I don't get any creasing. To set all of that, I'm going to use a Makeup Forever brush. This one is the 156 brush, and I'm using my Chanel Vitalumiere foundation powder to set the under eye and everywhere else that I highlighted. Next, for the eyes, I'm going to, of course, prime my lid. This time I'm using my soft ochre paint pot from MAC. I of course set everything from my crease to my brow bone, and that one was from the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I also took the shade Soft Peach into the crease as well, and then I am going to follow up with Morocco, which is such a gorgeous warm terracotta crease shade. If you love warm eyeshadows, you're gonna love this one because you can build it up, but you can also diffuse it into the crease as well. I moved on to the shade Fudge, which is a dark brown, and I couldn't figure out what brush I really wanted. I started off with the brush from the palette, then I moved to a MAC 217 brush, and then I remembered this little brush that I bought a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys remember me sharing it in a haul, but it is the MAC 221 brush. It is a very small tapered crease brush, and it's just perfect for things like this. When you just want a sort of like a cut crease and you want the shade to be pigmented, to be very strong through the crease and not as blown out, but this was the perfect brush for that. And then of course I went in and highlighted my brow bone. That was a eyeshadow from the from MAC. I forgot what it's called, but I'll leave it down below. It was a extra dimension eyeshadow, which are now permanent, but I love that shade to set my brow bone. With that same brush, I'm going to move into Noir, which is the black shade, and of course I'm going to do pretty much the same thing that I did with Fudge, just to deepen the crease. And then I went back in with my fluffy brush to add a little bit more Morocco to make sure that everything is blended. So now I'm just adding some more soft ochre paint pot to my lids, and that's just going to help the shade to stick to it. And that shade is called Chic. I like to do that, but it also cleans the lid up and just make everything a little bit neater. So yeah, I'm just gonna use that on a Vitalumiere Tools brush and pack it all over the lid. I am going to be doing a winged liner today. This one is the NYC liquid liner, and I'm just going to wing that eyeliner out. You can do this as, you know, subtle or as winged out as possible. I of course was going for the more winged out option, but I'm going to go back in with a little bit of foundation just to clean everything up. You can always use a piece of tape if you want to, you know, make your job a lot easier. I just personally don't like the tape option. So for looks like this, I usually just go in with a little bit more foundation just to clean everything up. For my lower lash line, I am going to be smoking this out, and my camera couldn't figure out what it wanted to focus on. But I went in with Morocco, and then I went in with my Feline eye pencil from MAC, and then I went in with a little Fudge just to blend and diffuse that out. It wasn't smoky enough for me, so I went back in with a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to push a bit of the shade Noir right against my lash line, and then of course blend it out. I'm going to of course apply some mascara to my lashes before I go in with my false eyelashes. Today I'm going to be using the a pair of Goddess lashes from Koko lashes. I speak about these all the time. They are the same lash as the House of Lashes Iconic, as well as the Socialize Minx 2.0. They are just the exact same lashes. They're give you like that winged out look, and they're full and they look dramatic, so they give you drama. And it kind of balances out the lower lash line because it's so smoky. These lashes helps to balance it out. For my inner corner, I do want some brightness, some light in that area, so I went in with Vanilla Pigment from MAC, but I popped a little bit of a silver pigment that I have in my collection that I've had for years. It has no name on it, but it is a gorgeous silver-ish pigment, so it's just going to bring some light into that area. And then of course I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna set everywhere else and begin my contouring and highlighting procedure. So I went in with a dark Mineralize skin finish from MAC, and I just went in with a Vitalumiere Tools brush. That one was the 945 brush that I use all the time. And then I'm going to switch to a MAC brush and use the shade Blunt from MAC as well, which is a dark brown blush, with a 116 MAC brush, just to further define and contour my cheekbones. I am not going to be going in with any blush today, so I'm going to move straight into highlighting, and I'm going to move in with my Makeup Forever 221 brush. Actually, it's a 242 brush, and that was the Vasanti highlighter. It is called Golden Child. It has 2 shades. It has a more yellow gold, which I am going to be using as a starter for the full highlight, but it is very highlighty. But because I'm not using any blush, I can go a little bit heavier with my highlight. So I started off with that yellow shade, or that yellow gold, and then I'm going to move in with the lighter part, but I'm just going to keep that at the very tops of my brow bone, because I do want to fake that very high cheekbones look. It's just what I love to do, but you guys can, you know, pretty much do this to suit your own face shape. And of course you want to go back in and just blend everything out. For my lips, I decided to go with a nude lip because I just fell for a nude lip today. So I'm going to start off with Stripdown Lip Liner by MAC, and then I am going to be going in with Cork. And I'm going to use Cork on the very outer portions of my lip, just to shape them and define them and make them look plump and full. And of course, for lipstick, I am going to be going in with Naturally Transformed from MAC. This is from the Matte Lip Collection, and I'm going to use that as my lipstick today. You can put a gloss over this if you want, but I find that this is just a perfect texture. It's not too matte, it's not too you know, it's not like a glossy or cream sheen or a luster, but it's just like the perfect consistency. So that is the look, guys. I hope you do or did enjoy this look. Don't forget to thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.